Okay, everybody, here I am. 2 snaps and a clap, except it's not one of those videos. Yeah. Anyway, this is me. I am, thank you, happy to be here, but I am distro hopping. That's what this series of videos is about. So let me go ahead and collapse OBS Studio, and we're going to talk about what I'm testing out today. So we've got Solus, which is Linux. As you can see here, it says that it's out of Ireland. It does say here that it's got different desktop environments: Budgie, GNOME, KDE, Plasma, and XFCE. So I did pick the XFCE desktop, but I'm going to show you what it looks like. And it feels a lot like XFCE, but there's features within it that I would normally expect to see in KDE Plasma. Like, for instance, there's the Discover Store. That's where you download applications. That's in here, even though I'm running XFCE and I've got it running on Solus. It's got access to the KDE store. So that I just thought that was really weird. But anyway, so Solus says it's out of Ireland. There's the desktop environments you can use. I got XFCE on mine. We'll just get started here. So let me go ahead and shrink that down. So it says here we got Solus 4.9 Serenity, which is a really cool sounding release. It says here it uses the X11 windowing system. And then you can see I've got information about my desktop on here. So here's what I was talking about. That's the KDE Discover Store. So you open this up and bam, you're in the KDE Discover Store. So I could search up like OBS. So you're running XFCE. Let's see, did it say what it was based on? It says it's independent. Let's see, Solus is a Linux distribution built from scratch. Huh. It uses a forked version of the PISI package manager, maintained as EOPKG within Solus. It says its flagship edition uses the Budgie desktop environment. Now, I've never personally used Budgie. From my understanding, it is also a lightweight desktop environment, kind of like XFCE is. Again, I'm running this all on what some people might consider ancient technology, but it's just an old, I think it might be a first, maybe a second gen Core i5 processor that I have in this laptop. It is an HP EliteBook. And I'm sure for its time, it probably was like possibly cutting edge. But it's not winning any contests right now as far as like processing power or anything like that, but it can get the job done. But anyway, that's where I'm at with this one. I'll be testing out another desktop another desktop environment. Probably not. I'll probably be sticking with XFCE. I might try some other ones, but the system's older and I'm kind of limited to whatever resources it can provide me with. And this is my distro hopping laptop, so this is the one that I will always probably be using unless there's for some reason I just can't. But yeah, that's where I'm at right now. I mean this is a pretty cool system. I don't mind it at all. I just thought it was weird that I picked the XFCE as my desktop environment and it still has access to the KDE Discover Store. Which is kind of cool. I mean, KDE Discover definitely has a lot of applications that it gives you access to. So there shouldn't be any reason for me to need anything outside of the Discover Store. But I just thought it was odd. To my knowledge, and I'll have to look this up or just keep testing out different versions of Linux, but I don't think XFCE has its own application manager, application storefront. I'm just used to seeing whatever comes prepackaged with the distribution. I'm not used to the distribution having a desktop environment of one kind and then something like the KDE Discover Store, which is normally associated with the KDE desktop. So one desktop I'm choosing to operate with, for functionality, because it works really well on this old computer. And then it comes prepackaged with a download manager, a storefront from a completely different source. But that's one of the cool things about Linux, I guess, is that you can kind of take things apart and reassemble them into whatever you'd like. And that's just where I'm at. So this one seems pretty functional. I was able to get it installed, get Wi-Fi up and running, get OBS installed, get I think I even installed KDE on here, or Kden Live. Yep, Kden Live. So I'm all set. So I'll be able to finish recording, import that into KDE, do all my editing there. I've already created the thumbnail in GIMP, so I'm just all ready to go. I just had to record the video. So that's where I'm at with this. Would I recommend it? So far, I mean, I've only tested it out for a few hours. I was able to get K-Patience on here and play a few rounds. I mean, if you get K-Patience, what else do you need, right? I always go for Klondike, just because for me, that is solitaire. That's like my default version of solitaire. But yeah, I got that installed and I did play a few rounds of that. So anyway, that's where I'm at. I actually have to finish doing what else I had to do today, which is mow the lawn. But I just wanted to make a quick video and just see how well this performs on that task. And then I'll be on to my next distribution. So anyway, if you like what you're seeing, please be sure to give a like, comment, subscribe, leave a recommendation. Your recommendation might just end up being my next video. And with that said, enjoy your weekend. Peace.